Hello there, and welcome to the JuPodRe podcast in association with Rated R Esports.
Where who the hell knows where this conversation is going to take us?
Well, let's find out. Hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of JuPodRe, Season 2, Episode 3. I am JuHadre.
I am Alvatross 17.
How are you doing?
I'm more worried about you than myself.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm alright. I'm doing alright. I just recently switched to graveyard shifts for those listening at home.
I can see it in your face.
Yeah, I woke up at 4 o'clock this afternoon. It is currently 4:45, so in the last 45 minutes I woke up, showered, trimmed my cheeks,
Wait, it's
grabbed all my stuff.
4:45. You woke up at 4.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't have been here if I woke up. I take 45-minute showers.
I was pulling my truck out of the garage by 4:20, and then I realized that my north-facing porch had ice and snow on it still, and I have family coming over tonight with toddlers, and so I had to, on my way out, I had to ice melt on my porch, so there's a bag of ice melt in my truck. Then the train came, which delayed me even further. So I'm actually surprised I'm later than I wanted to be, but with everything that went on, I'm quite pleased with the time that it took me to get here.
Bro, I definitely am admitting that we are worried for you. So a lot of us have expressed that.
I'm alright.
Going off this, I'm not trying to copy somebody, but in the corner we do have Blien.
Yes.
So we have decided that starting next week we're going to start practicing with video. So announcements. We're going to start practicing with video so we can figure that out. Since, I do a lot of gestures on this video.
You do.
On this podcast.
Especially today, if everyone heard the noise as you were guzzling water and sipping loudly on purpose.
I was trying to be annoying with it.
Well, right. But now that will be 100% real come the time we get video ready.
Yeah, it will.
Next announcement, the League of Legends team is playing in the Focus Esports League.
So they are actually going to play tomorrow.
Yes, it is tomorrow. It is at 5 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. For some reason, the conversion didn't happen.
Now, are you watching it at your house, or we're watching it at my place?
I am actually going to be casting that on Rated R Esports Twitch page.
That's right. Okay, I did remember you saying that. So,
I mean, you guys are welcome to come over to my place and watch it upstairs while I cast, but...
Nah, I got my own 4K TV.
Yeah, you do. Which we talked about last week that you finally got all set up.
I figured it out. There was just a bunch of different settings, and you know what? I still have not paid for Netflix's upgrade to UHD Premium. Like, nah. I'm not paying for it. No.
Nah, it's not.
Anyway.
Still working on that,
Good. Oh, we had a conversation about that at work.
Oh, really?
Oh, you know what? You love grammar punctuation. You're big on it.
Okay.
Disgruntled is a word.
Correct.
Gruntled is also a word.
Yeah, I talked about that with Blien like 3 weeks ago, I think.
That's funny. Well, my boss brought that up today and said, why don't we use that word? Well, obviously, gruntled just sounds like you're pissy.
Yeah, it really does.
Should be the opposite. I am disgruntled today. I'm gruntled today.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There are words that just kind of lost their flair, and they don't sound as good anymore. There are names that are that way as well.
Yes.
Names and words that just they don't make sense in modern society because they sound different than how they actually are.
Yeah, I got a buddy who's named John, but it's spelled Jan.
Okay. Really?
I call him Jan.
Jan.
I call it. It's Jan. It is Jan. That is how his name is spelled.
See, I didn't know that.
You know him.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But, wow, that is weird.
Yeah, JuHadre, his name is John, but I do, every time I walk to him, hey, what's up, Jan?
That's funny.
And he gives me the eye roll, because, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
I would be too. I am actually, you know what? Not would be. I am sorry for him.
That's a weird
spelling.
I tease him about it. I don't always call him Jan. I'm not always a dick.
Not always, huh?
I'm always a dick.
All right. So, Alvatross. What are we going to talk about today?
I thought you would have the topic.
I always
You've
have a
been
topic.
so busy this week.
I always have a topic.
We haven't talked in a while.
No, we haven't.
No,
we haven't. It's been really weird.
And I haven't been in public this week either.
No, not really. But you have been continuing your New Year's resolution you shared here on exploring and doing things.
Yes, I did. Oh yeah, I actually just put together another PC build because my boss built a PC. And he's all excited about it, which is funny because as soon as they start talking PC parts between him and another coworker of mine, and then I jump in, it's like I'm speaking a foreign language because I go in more depth. And and I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. And not only that, but you went out last night.
I did? What did I do last night?
I believe you went to a movie.
Oh, dude, I saw Star Wars. Have you seen Star Wars yet?
I have not.
We can't talk about it then.
Sure we can.
No, because I want to give spoilers, bro.
Oh, you want to give spoilers?
If we're going to talk about it, I'm giving stuff up. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'll eventually go and see it. But, you're
yeah, I've been doing
I can't think of words. Blien. I can't think of words.
Life?
Yeah, but that sounds weird. That wasn't what I was trying to say. I can't think of what the words actually are.
Living life to the fullest.
You're carpeing the diem.
Carpe diem.
Yeah.
It's just carpe diem.
Well, carpe means to seize, and diem is the day. So you're seizing the day, so you're carping the diem.
No, it's still carpe diem.
Whatever.
It really is.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just carpe diem.
Is that Latin?
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure, but we watched that movie growing up a lot, and that saying was taught to us, carpe diem. No matter how you say it, it's just carpe diem.
It is Latin, by the way.
Okay.
Is it Latin? I didn't study it. I got away with not having to take a second language in high school, and I graduated.
Oh, it's because second language is only for college credits. If I remember correctly, you don't need it to graduate high school. You need it
I thought you needed to take one in high school, but I avoided it like the plague.
Yeah, I don't think you needed it to graduate high school. I think you needed it if you wanted to get into any college. They required 2 years. I can't remember. I was really
stopped
upset.
going to college too.
Yeah, well, there is that. I was actually upset. I did 1 semester at college. 1 semester. And I don't think I will ever go back. But
Dude, you absolutely hated it.
I did. I really did. And I will say this. I don't think it was the college's fault. I believe it was my life situation's fault because I had to commute an hour and a half on a train every day to do it. And
the commuting's not for everybody. Some people like it because it's study time.
I can't
My
read.
sister was that way. She loved it. She would she would just jump on a bus, train, public transit, because you get a bus pass.
Yes, you do.
So it would do front runner, tracks, and bus. Back in the day, between $20 and $40. Now it's like $90 to $120.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember getting a year bus pass that took me on tracks, front runner, bus, anything but ski bus for $40. And I was like, why the hell would I get a car when I can just take the bus and I only paid $40 a year?
So, I can't read in vehicles. I can't do it. It makes me sick.
Oh, I like immediately I was thinking like, you mean you don't read like street signs and stuff?
No. If I'm driving,
like what kind of fucked up, messed up reading habit is this?
If I'm driving, everything that is wrong with writing goes away. It's a very weird thing. Like, if I'm a passenger, I can't eat and I can't read when I'm in the car. I need to just sleep, otherwise I get really, really sick. It's weird. Which is one of the big reasons when we took our trip, why I didn't let anybody else drive, is because I get sick.
You actually get car sick?
I really, really do.
I did not know that. See, I just like to drive because I just don't give a damn for anybody else's driving.
Yeah.
I only care for certain people. There's only certain people I can let be in the driver's seat, I can fall asleep.
Yeah.
It's you, my dad. That's it. Oh, and but Liquid's an asshole when he drives.
Well,
and I fall asleep. Now I gotta bleep out his name. I know.
Yeah.
Damn. He's a dick. I was falling asleep once, and he did that whole thing where he shifts and your head hits the freaking window.
Bummer.
Many times. But yeah, I can drive. Well, I can sleep while he's. But anybody else, I just like to be in control of the car because like, there's so many people out there that they get a license and they just barely pass.
Right.
Actually, Blaine, I don't mind your driving either.
Thank you.
Yeah, your driving's pretty. And Moose is scary.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've been in the car.
You don't want to be in the car when he drives. It's not that he's like a bad driver. It's he takes corners too sharp and he'll run the curb. Go look at his hub. Go look at his rims.
I think I will next time.
They're destroyed.
I will next time.
I hope he's not listening to this podcast.
But
I love him so much.
So that was my college experience. Was I had to just sit there and look at people and listen to music while I took an hour and a half to get to and from. So I didn't live on campus, and I also was working at the time. So
which always adds stress to it.
Exactly.
You have to make money while going to school.
Well, and not only that, that's that hour and a half back. I considered living, like, the whole situation. It's really weird. I want everyone to understand before I go into the rest of this story that my parents have been amazing to me. I love them dearly.
Your parents are awesome. I will admit that. I've met them.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
But here is the story. My plan was to go live on campus. There was a different location for the restaurant I worked in right next to campus. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be great. Because I can live up there, I can transfer over to this store, make my money, and do everything within, 10 miles.
Wait, which college were you going to?
The University of Utah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because I started out at just Utah Valley. And then went to Slick for a little bit for my ex-fiance. That was horrible. And then I went back. But you only did Utah, University of Utah?
Correct.
Okay.
And so when I had all these plans and stuff, and my mother said, no, you are not moving out of this house until you go on your mission. And I was like, okay. So let's reiterate something here. This is before JuPodRe's you don't tell me what to do phase. No.
Which is now permanent.
It is now permanent, but that was near the beginning of it because I was turning 18.
Yeah.
I graduated a month before I turned 18. Mm-hmm. So, like, I had that entire year because at the time you wouldn't leave for a mission until you were 19. So I had 1 full year. And so when I found out that I wouldn't be able to live on campus, I was like, well, that kind of messes with the plan. So what if I just don't go to college, earn and save more money because I can work more hours? And she said, also no, and paid for a semester.
You know what the hard part about living with your parents is if they're paying for your rent and your living expenses, you have no say to complain about it.
You are correct.
There's not to get sidetracked. So many, which is funny because, and I'm going off of your story. Yeah. You're not complaining about it.
No, not at all. I'm telling the story.
They're paying your way, and you can't complain. If your parents are paying for your rent, your food, you're living under their roof, you cannot complain. So keep going. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So, like I said, it says that this was at the beginning of my no one tells me what to do phase.
Yeah.
And so because I really didn't want to be there, and the commute was horrible, and I had literally no life outside of college and a part-time job.
Well, let's back up. You did agree with your mom, fine, I will go.
Well, what am I going to say? No.
At that time,
it was already paid for.
Yeah, she did pay for it, so you did go.
Yes, I did go. But there was another miscommunication where my parents thought that I would take like 2 classes, but you will understand this number, and people listening at home maybe, it was 13 credits.
Yeah, that's 1 hour above full time.
Yeah. I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing. Like, it was through the week, and I had it kind of worked out, but I was like, man, this is really killing me. She's like, why did you take so many classes? I thought you were going to do like 2. I was like, come on. So I went to the admissions office and I said, hey, I would like to drop a couple classes, please. And they're like, bummer, drop date was yesterday. These will count as withdrawals.
I hate it when you do that. Yeah. Which is funny because they announce that over all your emails. Hey, just so you know. Hey, just so you know. Hey, just so you know. Stop emailing me. Hey, just so you know. I said stop. And then you, because you were too busy, stop emailing me and deleting it, you missed the date.
Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know there was a period that suddenly it would change to a W, which counts as an F.
Yeah, it just means withdrawn.
Yeah,
it sucks.
It really does, because that was 2 out of the 4 classes.
Dude, if you don't have a good enough reason, it goes so against you. Mm-hmm. It's basically a fail because you still paid for it, and its credits that count against you.
Yep. So then that was a bummer.
Yeah.
And I was angry about that, so it just compounded. So I slept through the history class. Literally, it was a 7:30 a.m. lecture class.
And you said you had an hour and a half
commute. Yeah.
So you were there at 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not good. So I slept, and then I just wandered around campus and to the mall that was just a few miles away. I would take the train there and walk there and stuff, and I got a B- in that class. That wasn't bad.
And you slept?
Yeah. Do you know why? Do you know why? Essays are so easy to BS.
Oh, yeah. No.
It was a history class where all we did was write an essay about our opinion on whatever they were talking about that week.
Can I tell you something that's hilarious?
I would love it if you
did. American History 1700, the one I took.
Okay.
I got an A in that class. My roommate at the time, my best friend, his gamer tag is Faced.
Uh-huh.
He was in the same class with me because I was living with his parents, and they were like, "Oh, if you want to live for free, you got to get him to go to school." So I dragged him to college with me.
Okay.
We were in the same class with the same thing. Our final was on what is your opinion of the American Revolution. He gave his opinion. I gave my opinion. I got an A on man. He got an F.
Of course he did.
And it was your opinion. I don't know how he got an F.
You know, I think it has to do with your ability to make it sound like you know why your opinion is the way it is.
We proofread each other's papers.
It wasn't good?
No, his was good. It was just like mine. I read mine. He didn't make very many changes to mine. I made a shit ton of changes to his.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, dude, you got his. He still failed. I wonder if he didn't put the changes. I was like, you got it. I bet that's what happened. He was really lazy when it came to school.
Got it.
His dad used to come over. Hey, did you go to school date? No. What the fuck? He would just yell at him. And then he'd go, Albatross, did you go? Yeah, I was. Why can't you be more like your friend here?
Yikes.
And I was just like, shit.
Yeah.
I'm
not
trying to melt
here.
into my chair as I'm like, I'm making you look bad right now, but no, I get it.
So that was 3 out of 4. The 4th class was a chemistry class, and the one thing I took from chemistry is the reason soap works on grease is because grease and water have the same polarity, and soap is the opposite. So when you mix the water in the soap, it absorbs the grease because opposites attract.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I remember. So I took all the tests and all that. I think I got a D-, so that was not good.
I bet your mom didn't have a good reaction to that.
Well played! Well played.
I was thinking of how I was going to throw that word in there.
No, she was not happy. I have since apologized for squandering such dollars because
Good use of word, squandering.
You're welcome.
I have not heard that word in a while.
Yeah. So that was a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Did you
reiterate.
just do the 1 semester, or did you do 2 semesters?
1.
Okay.
1. Because of that experience, I said, I'm not going back. And my parents agreed because they didn't want to pay for another one of those. And when I got home from my mission, been married for a year or so, and it was brought up again for some weird reason, going to college and things, and I kept talking about why I have this very, very sour opinion of college and perma students and these people who are going and trying to get degrees and how it affects their entire life and how much of a, in my opinion, waste it is.
Depending on which direction you go and what you're going for, I 100% agree.
And so we'll come back to that because that is something I wanted to discuss today. But when I brought it up, I was like, yeah, you know what? I think I really would have enjoyed that more if I had lived on campus. And I am not kidding you.
It is so different when you live with your family and going to school versus when you don't.
Well, and Blien can attest to that because you went to Utah State, which is like an hour and a half drive, 2+ hours away from where your family lives.
Yeah, and it was great.
Yeah.
I did have siblings up there, but...
Yeah, but siblings are different than being right under your parents where you want to make sure they are proud of you at all times.
So, anyway, we brought it up and I said that, and my mom was like, well, of course, living on campus is like half of the experience.
But why did she let you go?
That's what I said. I was like, Mom, the exact words out of your mouth were, you will not move out of this house until you go on your mission. And she kind of did that in that retrospective thinking look up in the sky and she's like, I don't remember saying that. And I was like, okay, all right.
I hate it when parents do that. I didn't say that.
Now listen.
I like your mom though, so I want to go back to that.
I want to go right back to it and say I am not angry. I am not doing this to bash them in any way. I sincerely believe she doesn't remember saying that. Because there was when you and I did the episode on my naivety,
Yeah.
like there's a reason I am that way, and it's not because my parents sheltered me in any way. It's because I didn't care to think about or learn those things. And
Yeah, you were full blown inside of a lot of things. You just somehow just didn't pick it up.
but my parents were worried that if certain things happened or certain events or certain interactions did happen, then I wouldn't go on my mission.
I can attest to that. I've seen plenty of people that ruins.
I think that it was a blinder that literally just covered up that part of her brain and that memory because she has no recollection of it whatsoever. But clear as day, I can remember exactly how her face looked and how she said those words. Or, you know what? Maybe we're going to go slightly religious here. Maybe it was a spirit coming into my brain and saying that out loud and not actually her. So maybe she never said it. But those words were said, and it was a weird thing.
I can see it in my head, her saying that.
Yeah.
I see it, putting her hand on her hip, other hand on the counter, saying no.
Well, and Blien, you've known her longer than Alvatross has. Do you agree?
I can totally see her saying that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
See? I can totally see his mom saying that.
But now, see, again, I don't have regrets. I never regret anything. I don't regret going to college. I don't regret not living on campus or anything. In fact, I am grateful that experience happened that exact way, because now I don't waste money on college. Tens of thousands of dollars that could have been put into that have not been. And I am happy with that.
Oh, that's okay.
Everybody's
got what they think.
And so, like I said, I'm not angry in any way about that, but that's the story as to why I have this bad opinion of college and of schooling and overly doing that, because I don't see the reason. It also...
That's partially why I've got a bad taste for college. I have another taste because I went into an English 990 class.
Oh, boy.
I just refused to take the AccuPlacer so I could replace, because I took a year off between high school and college just to try and figure stuff out, because as you know, it's a long story. And
Yes.
here, I'll tell you in person, but I'm not telling it over the podcast.
Right.
No, people are super, super judgy. But anyways, I was like, oh, I could probably use a refresher. I'm a lot better at English than I thought. So I got in that class, I was like, damn. But the teacher comes in and she tells us, just so you know, everybody here is in the 990 class instead of 1010 because somewhere along the way you missed something. I'm like, are you fucking telling me I'm retarded? Am I stupid? Like, who the hell is this lady? I just continued the class. I learned nothing.
Yeah.
I slept most of it. It was at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Well, okay,
but I did live on campus.
Yeah, different then.
I was up at 6:30, walk over to the liberal arts department. I got my coffee from the Sinclair and Exos, and I walk in there. But I did sleep. And I would have actually passed anybody that took the final, passed the class. Because if you took the final, you passed. I didn't go. I just stopped going the last 2 weeks. I was like, I'm done with this. I don't care. And then I regretted that.
Yeah, see,
I should have gone.
That was my math class because I have never liked math.
Yeah.
And so I got to almost calculus. It was called pre-calculus. And then I just stopped taking math in high school.
Yeah.
And so when I went to college, I was like, you know what? Let's go to the basic math.
Yeah, for like a refresher, right?
Not even a refresher, for an easy grade. Because I knew that there were things that I would already know, and it would be easy to pick it back up again.
Yeah.
No, I gave up on that real quick, because apparently that was not, algebra 2 level. That was, let's relearn fractions from middle school.
Yeah, no, they do that. I took it was just math 1010. That's what they called it.
Yeah.
And there was half of it. I was like, oh, I know this. The other half, I'm like, wait, you were supposed to learn that in high school? Because I didn't take math my senior year.
Same.
I made sure my mom and dad, when I was in high school, they were just like, hey, get all of your requirements done as soon as possible, and then you can have fun senior year. Mm-hmm. Well, I had a good senior year because it was all electives.
Man.
Except my history class. That was the only one.
Yeah, there was an English and half of a history credit, if I remember right, that was required senior year.
See, I did English packets. I was super manipulative in high school. I took English packets my last in in there. So I had a packet, and I'd fill like 3 of them out on a book report, and then we'd split it around my 2 friends. And
oh my gosh!
And I'm also pretty sure my principal, who loved me, just gave me an extra credit somewhere because I came out with more credits than you needed to graduate with.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was strict to not overdo it because I was like, well, I'm not gonna get the A and then do extra credit that doesn't count if it's not gonna give me an A+.
Right.
I wasn't gonna do that. So I took Fitness for Life and History. That was the 2 required classes I had to take. But gym, it didn't bother me. I was a very active kid anyways.
Right.
But yeah, when I got in that class, it was super easy. I was doing my essays. I was doing the lab. Lab was annoying, but I mean, it was pretty easy. I just did it. But I didn't go the last 2 weeks, so I was like, I'm done with this class because 990 doesn't count.
What do you mean doesn't count?
990 doesn't count towards... You get credit, but it doesn't count towards your associates or your bachelor's. Only 1010 and higher do.
Then why do they bother?
Because it's... That's exactly why I'm saying that. But it's because in the lower classes, you need to learn certain things. But
going back to remedial.
Yes.
Okay.
But anyways, but going back to the 1010, there's stuff I was like, we were supposed to learn this? Yeah. So I failed that math class, and I still, to this day, can't understand why, if you're going to... I was going into psychology... Why the fuck do I need to do math in psychology? No, that's one other thing I hate about college. The requirements.
Right, because the general education is a part of any degree.
Which, in my opinion, is dumb.
I agree.
I love learning. I love expanding your mind because I hate idiots. Which is why I love idiots of the internet on Time Suck. I love the idiots I hear on Middle of Somewhere. I love the idiots that I run into in public, but I don't want to be one. So I love learning, but there's some things I'm like, but why do I have to learn that? It's like in high school. Why did I have to learn how to why did I learn how to do taxes? Something that actually means something.
Wait, you just asked why did you learn?
No, why didn't I learn how to do taxes in high school?
Yeah.
Stuff that actually matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm with you. 100% with you.
But anyways, going off of that's a whole other subject. Anyways, yeah, college was fun though.
Good.
I did live on campus and we did some stuff. That was fun. We even found a giant, one of those love sacks that feels like, so you got this one right here. It's big enough for probably 2 people to sit on.
Yeah, I can see it.
One person to snuggle up to themselves on. I had the big one, so I put my bed in a closet in my apartment, and I just slept on that for like a month. I got rid of it so fast, but that was awesome.
I believe that.
It was college. I wish you had just like a college living life where you could live as a single person on campus, actually getting that feel. I mean, you don't have to drink or smoke or do anything that's like illegal or anything
even questionable, right?
Anything questionable. You can still have a lot of fun.
Yeah, and nor would I have done any of those things anyway.
No, we played laser tag in the damn library.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah, one night game, we got together with the dean of the English board because he was partially in on the library, and they just finished building it. All the construction was done, and we were like, night games. Hey, are you okay if we play some laser tag in here? And he made us a deal as long as we didn't break anything. He made us sign waivers, and we did. We got to play on the first floor. He did not let us go up to the media.
No,
we had to play it on the first floor, and it was a blast. Oh, I remember that.
Very good. Do you know what else is a blast?
Paintball.
You're right, but that wasn't what I was going to say.
I only say that because I still have a welt from like a month ago.
Oh my gosh.
On my hip.
Shopping on sowasaclothing.co.
Oh.
That is actually really fun.
That was a weird transition into our sponsor.
Our affiliate program.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they're actually a sponsor.
No, they're an affiliate. I'll give you that.
But I will say this. The store is pretty intuitive. It's fun to look at all the designs that they have, all the colors. The shirts are very comfortable. Their hat that I got is also very comfortable.
Yeah, why are you wearing those today?
Well, because, like I said, I have family coming over. I also have a meeting right after this.
You didn't want to get caught, so is it clothing?
No, it's not that at all. It's immediately after that I have to go to work.
I've seen that shirt. It's actually a really nice looking shirt.
Yeah, and I like them a lot. And so if you're looking for new shirts and want to help support JuPodRe, sowasaclothing.co. And if you use code JuPodRe, no dashes, no capitals, no spaces, you get 15% off your purchase, and that exact 15% goes into our pockets so that we can improve our podcast And eventually we will release a t-shirt with our Peas in the Pod logo.
Yes, we've actually already started designing it. I am super stoked about this.
Yeah, it's going to be really good.
It's amazing.
So if you don't know how to spell So Is It Clothing, that's okay. It's a weird word. If you go on our Twitter, our website
go to the Slink link and you can get right to So Is It Closing from there, which, again, make sure you use the code JuPodRe, JuPodRe, no spaces, no dashes. That's it.
Yep. So now, are you ready for our segment?
Dude, we really got to get a transition for this.
We do.
We really do.
We'll work on that.
Oh, speaking of that transition, I found that cable you gave me for Guitarsmith. I wonder if I can plug it into there and do it.
Probably.
So I can do that. So I'm gonna figure that out. Oh. Anyways, transition. We're gonna change the name of it too.
I like it. It's the weekly What the.
Yeah, I like that because it really holds me back from saying what the fuck.
Yeah. So it's no longer Idiot of the Week. It is the weekly What the.
Okay, so I went first last week, so it's you.
But who won last week?
Oh, where's my?
Right there.
Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Like I said, I woke up at 4.
Drum roll, please. This is taking longer than I wanted. Okay, we're good. Okay, go into this. Our tweets are, let's see, so last week, holy crap.
We had 4 entries last week, if I remember right. We had the guy at Best Buy.
No, we posted more than I remember.
Okay.
So I was trying to vote. Anyways, so here it is. Time to vote. S2E3. Best Buy Tech.
Yes.
0%.
Really?
Yeah, apparently he is not. What the
I told people at work about that and they lost their mind.
that we're gonna do what the.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Australia is a joke. So we got 6 votes. I should go back. Okay. So Australia is a joke.
That's
17%.
Right. Ooh.
Blien's highway experience. 0%.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. Mine got 0 as well. Juhadre. What the 83%.
Yeah.
What the F?
Yeah. That was. I saw that coming.
Yeah. Well, you did kind of nominate yourself
I
last
did.
time.
It was an accident.
Anyways,
I did vote for you.
I know you did.
I did too. How could you not?
Well, the 17% that voted for Australia.
I really wish I could figure out who voted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to figure it out. But anyways, for this week's What the F?
All right. So
And I think we're going to spell F EGH because people are going to say, what the F?
I like that. The weekly What the F.
The weekly What the F. Okay.
All right. So
Juhadre, do you have a What the F?
I do indeed.
Good. Let me start the
This
poll.
this is another traffic one, unfortunately, because that's the vast majority of problems. I was out all day on Monday, like all of the day. I was out running errands, interacting with people, and I am genuinely surprised and impressed with the lack of idiocy that that surrounded me, except for one person who was in the lane next to me when the lights turned green.
When you say next to you, okay, you were driving.
Yeah, I was driving.
So they were
about to go underneath the highway, and they were in the turn left lane to get onto said highway.
So they were on the driver's side or passenger side?
They were on my driver's side.
Okay.
And when the lights turned green, they didn't move for a little bit, and as I caught up to and looked over, it wasn't texting, it was a paper book.
What?
It was a book.
We were analog this time?
Yeah.
Damn.
And as I got neck and neck, she looked up, closed the book, and started driving. And I was like, what are... No. No. No.
The point of driving is to pay attention and go.
I agree. And so, a book.
Get an audiobook.
Yeah. Like,
wow.
I cannot comprehend.
What the F?
Yeah. This is... Now, here's the question real quick. Which is worse, that or the lady watching Penn and Teller that we talked about when we were in San Diego?
The book.
The book.
I would have to agree.
Because it wasn't electronic.
Yeah.
At least you expect it to be an electronic.
And it doesn't make noise. You can take your eyes off of Penn and Teller. You really shouldn't. You should watch that, but not while you're driving.
I was going to say, please add the
while you're driving. Not while you're driving. But in any other situation, and you're watching Penn and Teller, you should be watching.
You know what's funny? Is I like how he knew it was Penn and Teller. Like, that's how clearly the person was not trying to hide that they were watching TV or however you want to call it.
It blew my mind. But anyway, this lady had a book.
So, Lady reading at intersection. Not paying attention to light. Awesome. Well, there's nomination number 1 for What the F.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right,
Or we can do
Alvatross.
What the EGH.
No, we'll call it F.
That way you don't... I guess you're not swearing. Anyways, okay. Blien, you got a story?
Yes, I do.
I would love to hear your input. I'm loving this.
So this is actually a Best Buy story.
Yeah.
Did you just go to Best Buy just to meet the same guy?
Yikes.
Probably.
Probably.
Hey, is Jake around?
I should have.
Jake? Who's Jake? Jacob? Oh, fucking idiot.
So I was going in to find the cables to set up my camera for next week, and I have a micro HDMI on my camera, and I need to convert that to a regular HDMI to go in the converter box.
That sounds pretty simple to me.
They make those cables all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not converting from USB or anything like that. It's just straight through. I asked them, hey, the first guy that I came to, do you have this cable? And he said, well, actually, we stopped selling those because people were using them to convert stuff from their phones to... It's not built to do that. And I was really confused. I'm just like... micro HDMI to HDMI. He's just like, yeah, we don't do that. And I'm just like, that's really weird.
Yeah.
So I go look around and I find USB 3 to HDMI converters. So they have USB-C, not 3. USB-C to HDMI converters. And I'm just like, was this what he was talking about? They do have them.
Because that's what the new phone charger is.
Yeah.
It's USB-C.
Well, to HDMI.
Yeah.
And I continue to walk around. I go over to the TV component section, and I find the exact cable I was looking for, clear as day. I didn't have to look very hard. I found it on my own when the guy said, no, we don't do those anymore because they're bad for people's phones.
What phone had a micro HDMI port on it?
I have no idea.
Don't know, because there's a misconception. A lot of people actually think that the HTPC is the micro HDMI. It is not.
What HTPC? That's a home theater PC.
No, the
USB-C?
No, the old Android. The
micro USB.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people think that's actually micro HDMI. It's not.
No, it is not.
A lot of people
Very different.
have got the misconception that that's what it is.
Huh.
Bet you that's what he was thinking about.
Yeah.
But even then, like
You work at Best Buy. They sell electronics.
The people that work at Best Buy know what the hell they're doing, except the guy that doesn't know that Jake is short for Jacob.
Yeah.
And doesn't know what micro HDMI to HDMI is.
I think it's mini though. I think it's mini HDMI.
There's a mini and there's a micro.
I know that that's the case for USB. Is there a mini and a micro HDMI as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, you do.
All right. Well, Best Buy continues to inspire us all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
We're not trying to
really
dog
like
on
the
Best
store.
Buy, but damn.
You know what? It would be different if we stopped going there. We're gonna continue shopping there because
They have what we need.
It's convenient.
they have what we need.
Even if we don't know, if they don't know it.
Some of the guys, when you walk in there, they actually like talking to people that know what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the guy that sold me my TV. He was.
But again, B, there isn't a great alternative anymore.
No, not if you want to get it that day and actually see the product before you buy it.
Yeah, Circuit City's gone.
It's gone.
A long
Yes,
time ago.
Yeah, Media Play.
Oh yeah, Media Play.
I remember that
So
place.
after this segment, remind me. I have a story about what you just said, but we need to hear your
I just said a
weekly
lot of
what
shit,
the F.
man. Okay.
I'll remember.
Okay, anyways. Okay, mine's a traffic one, because I haven't been out in public.
Okay.
The one time I went out in public, I went to Popeyes, and I got 3 chicken sandwiches, a fry, and a 32-ounce lemonade.
Yikes.
I'm a fucking fatty.
Yeah.
Then I am not fat. Anyways, I gave my wife one.
Got it.
One of those sandwiches. So I had 2 and some fries. It was so good. But anyways, so I'm driving from Popeyes, going in front of all the stores. So I'm not going to take my road. I'm just going to go straight. Mm-hmm. So anyways, there's one car that's parked right in front of Kohl's, letting some of the other cars. So obviously, I'm just going to go around them. And this other car's coming. So, but I see them turn on their blinker from 3 entrances to a whole like strip of parking spaces.
Okay.
Like 3 before me. So she could turn like 3 ways. That's when she turned on her blinker. So I go out of my way. I'm like, oh, she's going to turn. I'm going to go around this person. She didn't turn.
Oh my gosh.
I watched it. Her blinker wasn't on. She had turned it on and then got pissed off at me because I was in her way. I'm like, you turned on your blinker and announced to the world, I'm going to turn down this direction right now. Not, hey, I'm going to turn on my blinker, but I'm going to go past 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go into the 4th. And I was the bad guy, apparently. She honked at me, gave me the dirtiest looks. I wasn't having it, so I did that thing where I can't wait till we do video, but I was just like, oh. And the look on her face.
We'll call that the Wookiee.
Yeah, I can see that.
I took it and just... Anybody that knows what that sound is, you should not be on Pornhub.
All right. Okay.
Anyways, but yeah, the look on her face when I did that. But I was, fuck, don't turn your blinker on a mile before you turn then.
I think that's on an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine where Amy Santiago does that. She turns it on half a mile before she turns.
Yeah, no, but she turned it on, showing that she was going to turn right. I thought she was going to go down to that row of parking stalls. Nope. So she honks at me, gets mad, gives me this look, and I'm just like,
man.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Book at the Intersection. Best Buy continues to inspire us. And what do you want to call yours? Mixed Signals?
Yeah, you know, we'll give it mixed signals.
All right.
I like that. Mixed signals. Okay, that's going to be it. I will post it up after we're done recording.
Excellent.
Okay. That is it for the segment. Woo-hoo. We are going to get a transition, and I apologize. I asked my wife today, and then I'll ask you what your story is. I asked my wife today, because she's like, I listened to your podcast last week. I was like, how was it? She goes, I like it still. She did get after us because we were cutting each other off really bad last week. She's like,
last week was incredible.
Yeah, she was like, it was horrible. You guys didn't flow as well. I was like, I'm sorry. And she did say, we really need a transition. Yeah. And I actually do listen to my wife a lot. So she's really smart.
Indeed.
Yeah, she keeps me sane and in place. Anyways, JuPodRe, your story.
So when we were talking about the reasons we're going to continue going to Best Buy, you said one of the reasons is because we want to be able to go in, get the thing, and buy it and walk out.
Dude, I hate waiting for stuff. I want it now.
Same here. And I had that exact experience where my solid state in my server wasn't showing up, and I thought it was because I had too old of a SATA cable. That isn't what it ended up being, but the ignorance before.
It can happen, but that wasn't.
Yeah, because, SATA 3 is 6 gigabits per second, whereas SATA 2 is only 3. So I thought, solid states are relatively new. They need SATA 3. Maybe I have a SATA 2 cable. So I went to the Best Buy, and I was like, I need a SATA 3 cable. I know you have it because I saw it online. And the answer to me was, we actually don't carry those in store. They are online only.
But your website says we have so many in stock, right?
I didn't look for stock. I looked if they had them.
Okay.
But then when I said, why is it only online? Well, people prefer online. I said, I am people, and I am standing in your store, and I do not prefer online.
No, I don't. I do not prefer online.
And he was like, but most people...
now you're changing your story.
What about the people?
Listen here, fucker. Now you're changing your story. Let's get it straight.
I'm trying to build a computer. You're telling me you want me to wait 4 days to get one cable when I can take 40 minutes and come buy it right from you? Yeah.
I'll take 40 minutes for $200, Alex.
Yeah, no joke. And so I was furious. I ended up figuring out what the problem was, so I never had to worry about it again.
What was it?
Huh?
What was it?
Oh, it was a disk part thing where it wasn't recognizing the disk because it was a brand new thing. It hadn't been partitioned.
Got it.
Yeah, that was it.
Speaking about that, I hope my boss who's building his PC tonight knows that he has to partition his drives. I've never done it before because JuPodRe jumped on it and just did it for me. But I saw you do it, so I could do it.
Oh, it's not difficult.
No, it's not that hard. You could even Google how to partition drive, and it walks you right through it. So
The ultimate irony of that story is, guess what I see every time I go to Best Buy now?
SATA 3.
SATA cables.
You know what's funny is, I've been saying this for so long. We need to get just like a flag that you can hold at stores. So it's like, green, please come help me. Red, don't fucking come near me.
Yep.
Okay? And then yellow, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so if you see me, ask if I need help. No. Mm-hmm. But I would always carry the red one, because most of the time, I know more than everybody when I go there, and I hate it when I get the question, what can I help you out with? Like, dude, because of stories like that where I asked, oh, do you know where this is at? Oh, actually, I don't. Well, then why the hell are you asking to help me if you don't know where the stuff in your store is?
Or at the very least, instead of saying, I don't know, and walking away, say, ooh, you know what? I know that this guy is in that department all the time. Let's go find him.
One person ever say that. You know what? And that's at Lowe's, because those old guys, man, they stick together. They know what the hell they're doing there. Lowe's is good, but I'm a big fan of the flag thing. I would always have a red.
I would wear the flags.
I've done, okay, you guys have watched Park and Rec, right?
A little bit.
You have. Parks and Rec.
Oh, watched it, yes.
Yes. What's his name? The older guy, the boss.
Ron Swanson.
I've pulled a Ron Swanson once, and I was in a Best Buy, and the guy comes up to me and says, "Can I help you?" I know more than you.
That's right.
At the
hardware store.
I did. I looked at him. I was like, and I just said that. I just said with a straight face, "I know more than you." My wife, the look on her face as she's like, "What's going on now?" As I'm staring at him, I know more than you. The kid was just like, "Okay." And then he just walked away. I laughed so hard. I had to go show her that scene, and she's still like...
That's pretty funny.
She was like, that's funny, but I wish I would have known that before.
Then it would have been a
She was so off. I've done that. But I hate it when you get to a store, and the people there think that they're all-knowing. I work here. I'm all-knowing. No, we don't carry those. We don't carry those. You two just said that I don't carry those. I had the... Jake... I'm sorry. I'm never gonna get older. I'm never gonna get over that.
You shouldn't.
No.
But that is gonna be a good place to close down this episode.
Yes. You got family in town.
And I have a meeting in 30 minutes.
Yes, you do. So again, this is the episode of JuPodRe. Follow us on Twitter at
JuPodRe,
at Alvatross17 and
at Blien, BLIENNN.
Yeah, you had to have 3 ends. He just created one like a week ago.
His name is Blien. That was taken for some reason on Twitch, so now it's 2 N's, and now it's his 3rd account that he's making, so it's 3 N's. This is just amazing.
Anyways, you can also follow us on Twitter at Rated R Esports. It's rated_R_E Sports. Mm-hmm. You can follow our Slink you can click our Slink. It takes you to every link on everything. Find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, possibly Pandora at some point, and YouTube.
And
that is it. Have fun.